Hey, let's get it.
No exception. Line up.
Shout out to JD Kid. Shout out to my brother T Dog.
What?
Oh yeah, let's do this right.
What it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to SHEABABYTV. The hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
No free game tonight.
Dirty.
We need you to up there.
For years we had the best recipe on the market.
Oh yeah, this is the dog request. Let's get it.
A lot of your careers was over. 40 started. Take a special nigga to notice. Where your heart at? Pulling up to the club, I'm in a spaceship. A whole nation.
Oh yeah, we rocking tonight. This locks is crazy.
Tucking their tummies and getting facelifts. They still trying to ball. James Naismith. Yeah, 12-cylinder pushers in this bubblegum rap. It's just killing the woofers. And you know I'm blowing the haze. Stealing the cushions. Tech on the dresser. AK still in the bush. Settle it in the street. We ain't trying to do core racks off. Bootleg liquor. Blue Snoop Port. City is mine. The home teams who I root for. All time. 389s in the coupe door.
Shout out to everybody pulling up. Let's get it tonight. The dirt
Whoa.
Cause these crack babies is gun ho. Floor seats at your funeral. In the front row. Get them the new Jordans. They letting the pump go.
Shout out to the No Game Entertainment family.
Put the pressure on more than life. They'll tell it. Smoking on that loud. Can't see it, you can smell it. Gotta rise with same niggas that you fell with. Money in the mattress. Guns in the couch shit. You thought it was wrong. Till you ended up out here. What?
Shout out to the whole Yonkers. Happy born day to my brother Russ Glover, aka BigDog.com. Oh man.
Shout out to everybody pulling up. It's the late night vibes. We up tonight and we watching the NBA.
Don't get scared now. Yo, told you I'm the top 5, the other 4 don't count. Catch me on the dope count. Niggas ship the dope out. Niggas got guns, so go ahead and pull a scope out. Trying to get high, so go ahead and pull a smoke out. Niggas got bread, tell them to pull a loaf out. Y'all ain't murking none, y'all the niggas getting moped out. You don't want a problem, you don't want to solve them. You don't want a pissy ass team with a revolver. No running in your mom's crib. Fuck around and rob her. Niggas shoot the shot like they playing for Gonzaga. You don't know the stilo. Money off a CeeLo. Took the Diddy advance and went and bought kilo.
Shout out to everybody pulling up.
Now we in the 1-3. You ain't Kim K, bitch.
Man.
Chris Humphries. I ain't gay neither.
Run that light button up.
We just having fun with the
We gonna
money.
talk tonight.
Later. What up, though? What up? Let it bust, though. M16. Cause you an MC Gusto. LA weed, yeah. Bay weed. Always paper around. Everything stage green. Big guns hopping up the van like the 18. Spit artwork. Oh shit, hard work before they deal a hand. Take a look at the cards first.
Hey,
200 bricks. That's hard work. What?
Take a walk with us on the dirty side, the dirty section.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I never heard that lock song ever. Shout out to
Shout out
Dog.
to Kiss, man.
Yeah, shout out to Kiss.
Shout out to Sheik, Luke, Styles B, the whole Yonkers, man. Happy birthday to my boy Russ Glover, aka BigDog.com, man. He turned 50. He turned 50 the other day, so it's a blessing when you reach that milestone, man. A lot of people ain't fortunate to see 50 years on this earth, man.
That's a fact. You know what I mean?
So
100%. Now,
Yeah.
listen, it took a real Yonkers nigga to let me hear what was going on with that actual. That song's 12 years ago. I never heard that before. You heard it before?
of course, I'm a 914 head.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
You know that. I know people like T Dobbs. I know people like Jadakiss. T Dobbs, if I really want to hear some exclusive Locks material, I can holler at my brother. Shout out to my brother, man.
100%. Yes, I see Greg's in the building. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to Tom in the building. Oh, the regulars is up in here. Shout out to them. Love them, man.
Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Real nigga time. It's real talk. We ain't talking about nothing that's prissy. We on the dirty side tonight, man. I
100%.
hope y'all watching that Shakur Stevenson fight tonight. Just watched the kid Bruce Carrington, straight out of New York. I don't know what part of New York, but he's a New York native. He just walked away with the belt, literally beating this Castro kid up, pulverized.
That's a fact. Okay, so I want to talk about the Jay-Z Pusha T. Let's get right into it, man. Let's get right to it.
Mel
So,
Bay, Baby Loves.
yeah, I mean, okay, so Jay-Z, Pusha T. Their names came up again in this case, bro. I thought it was over. I thought Jay-Z put the bag up. Leave me alone. They brought his name up again.
That was only for a paternity test not to come out. This Epstein thing is a different type of ball game, man. There's a lot of names. There's a lot of names out here in this Epstein file, right? And you only hear about Jay-Z and Pusha T right now because Jay-Z's like, let's be real, he's the top of the food chain when it comes to the rap game in everybody's eyes. And I don't know where Pusha T falls into this, but there was a lot of stuff circling around Jay-Z for the last couple years, man. And to be in a situation with a creep like Epstein, it brings light and it makes people wonder, man, because let's be real. They said he was allegedly dealing with Rihanna and she was underage. So we don't know what's going on out there. And at the end of the day, Jay-Z, the more you be silent and you don't defend yourself, the more it looks ugly in his situation.
Yeah. So you saying it look ugly for him?
Yeah, it's pretty much looking ugly for Jay-Z.
I'm trying to tell niggas that.
If anybody landed in the Epstein files at this point in time, right now, in this current time, man, oh man, it's not a good look for you. Especially with, the rumors and circulating, not the rumors, but it's known facts that Jay-Z's vice president of Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, worked with the feds.
Right.
So at the end of the day, with all that stuff floating around him, this is not something that Jay-Z wanted to happen. But eventually, everybody on that list is going to get exposed. 50 Cent already talking about making a documentary for it.
That's crazy. I mean,
shout out to 50 Cent. 50 Cent going crazy right now.
Nah, he is.
You got to give 50 that, you know what I mean?
Nah, he is. He's became the new, I want to say, Jim Jones. Jim Jones was the one that was all up in the reels. Now it's 50.
50 know what he's doing. He's strategic, man. Everybody think, man, when you hustle in the street and you grew up hustling in the street and had to get that fast money, you had to be strategic. So everybody has to use that part of their brain, but a lot of people don't. And 50 was smart because 50 didn't surround himself around nothing like that to even be in a situation to where his name could come up. All these other people, rappers, actresses, actors, they in trouble. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Tom said, number one, if I'm a man, I know I didn't have sex with you. I'm taking the DNA test 100%. How you feel about that?
Regardless, if you had sex with her with a condom on or no condom, condoms can break. If niggas don't know how to put them shits on right, people don't think right. So at the end of the day, let's be real. Whenever a child is born, nowadays you have to take a DNA test, bro. It's a must. Fact. It's a must that you take a DNA test. Because let's be real, some of these women be out here playing, man. They say men are dogs, but women are female dogs. And you know how women could be if they scorn. You dig what I'm saying?
He said, I was very close to signing with 50. He is a genius. That's a fact, Greg. Yeah, 50 is a genius. He said he was close to signing with him. I mean, 50, I can't lie. When the artists do deal with 50, they do come out. All his artists did come out. Even Spider Loke, all of them. Niggas was out.
I ain't going, I'm going to keep it so 100, right? Shout outs to Greg Self, man. I don't know the brother. I heard, I know of him. He's from Greenberg. He deal with some cats from the town. And I'm not even going to speak on to situations that don't have no meaning, but I got to give that young brother mad props because he developed a little wave for himself. Of course he does the music. He got this hit song out called Dunks where he talks about all his sneakers. I pay attention, you know what I'm saying? And he got a little program where he got the painting the sneakers and the custom sneaker shit. So you got to give brothers like that, regardless of who they connected to or what type of situations you got with people that's connected to them. I never take away the actual props to be given to another black brother that's trying to do something righteous out here.
Nah, that's fact. Shout out to Greg, 100%. You know what I mean? Greg been doing that. Like this is why he's able to do that now, because he's been doing that since a young age, man. The sneaker game, been fleeing the town. That's just Greg's thing. Shout
But
out
for
to
him to
Greg.
be but for him to be on a platform where he took it up a level, I noticed that he has a building where he has kids come through. It's a program he got going on. I pay attention to things like this. I don't pay attention to the unnecessary things because excuse me, that don't serve no weight. if we
Facts.
not giving our brothers props and encouragement to keep going in that positive aspect, then we failing each other as a race. I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's a fact. Nah,
Yeah.
Greg's doing his numbers. Make sure y'all go check him out on Instagram and go check out his store and go get on the website. See what's popping. All right, so Pusha T. Now, does this mean that Jay-Z gets him a lawyer, or this is nothing for them to worry about? Because why they keep bringing up these niggas' names, man?
Anytime your name is associated with pedophilia, SA trafficking, all types of grimy and gritty stuff that some is associated with underage people, some is associated with grown adults. At the end of the day, you have to lawyer. I mean, the smartest thing to do would be lawyer up first. You feel me? Because there's certain things the media and the press is gonna want to come and ask you, and there's certain things that you cannot say that might be held up against you if it happens to go later on down the line. But like I said, there's a lot
Okay,
of people on that list.
yeah. So check this out. This is out 3 hours ago. It says the Department of Justice on Friday released 3 million documents from the Jeffrey Epstein files, along with 2,000 videos and roughly 180,000 images. The latest batch mentioned celebrities like Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Harvey Weinstein.
Ugly.
That's disgusting, bro.
Ugly. To be in that cat, to even be mentioned with a dude like Harvey Weinstein, like it's a lot of all them rappers, man. I mean, all them big time rappers, all these executives, they exploit people. And they exploit people with their intentions on it never coming to a public light.
Right.
And some people just be like, I don't care how famous you are. Don't get it. Like, I want to say something about this too with the Jay-Z thing, man. That situation with his alleged son ain't over. I really, honestly, my opinion, I think that's his son, Brody. Like,
Shout out,
you can't
shout
tell
out
me
to
that
Mel
that
Bay in the building.
Mel
Shit,
Bay, what up?
baby. Mel Bay in the
Salute.
building.
Salute.
So,
But yeah, crazy work, man. Jay-Z got a lot, he got a lot of explaining to do. And they saying now it's coming out. What's done in the dark comes to light regardless. No matter what you do in life. If you moving about it like a snake and sneaky, man, you're gonna get exposed. That's just one thing about that. You're gonna get exposed.
yeah. Yeah, it's wild. Now I was seeing that on there, so that's why I had to bring the dirty side back, because, things come out, you got a morning show and then something comes out. The show's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. What happens when shit happens?
It happens.
You're like the cleanup guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could get on at any time. Shit,
Fact.
baby.
Fact. That's why I watch your show, man, because your show is definitely one of them shows that everybody need to pay attention to, because
Hey,
you're starting
Patricia.
to what's up, Patricia? You're starting to make people aware of what's really circulating, and you picking up traction. And I'm on the other side. I'm still on the dirty side because it can get dirty over here. I'm on the other side grabbing the world news and all that and what's really going on in these streets for real, to what we need to understand. Shout outs to the whole team. No Cap
Facts.
Fox.
That's a
Patricia,
fact.
Brian, Baseball. You know what I mean? Niche. You know what I mean? Marcy, the whole crew, man. We got to give love to the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you got the theme song of the year, cuz. Even Tone said it. He's like, yo, Tone's like, I ain't gonna lie, I listen to a lot of these niggas' songs, all the shows. I can't lie, they're talking about it. It's hard. Pause.
Everybody need to tune in, man. If you ain't tuning in, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell at SHEABABYTV. We got the dopest. We got the dopest intro song in New York right now. This podcast got the hottest show and the hottest intro song. Respectfully.
That's a fact. Gotta respect it. All right,
Talk to me.
So
I'm here.
They said 180,000 pictures. I think it was 90,000 videos. What's on these pictures and these videos for them to even mention these niggas' names? Like, is it freak shit? Like, why would these niggas let these niggas record them and tape them? Or did they know?
Honestly, they probably didn't know. They probably knew about the cameras that they saw in their face when they enter these spots. And the celebrities got to take their pictures. So you got the fake out crew, which is the physical camera crew that's blinding you with all that flashing and all that, but you're not paying attention to all the secret cameras that was stashed around the whole crib. So now whoever's in the house becomes a pawn in a chess game.
Yeah.
That boy Epstein didn't die. He did not commit suicide. He did not hang himself.
When you think they took him out?
When you got a lot of money like that, right? Did they present a body? Did the media show a body?
No, they didn't.
So how do everybody supposed to believe that somebody's dead? You got to see the body, the physical. And even if you see the physical, that man's a billionaire, multi-billionaire, man. Probably close to a trillionaire. He might have so many doubles and clones. You know how this thing is going. You know what I mean? It's wicked out here. And if you got the money, then you can play. And those type of people got the money. That Rock Nation brunch, that's the money brunch where a lot of rappers wanted to be a part of that so bad, but all the rappers that were showing up there had some creepy skeleton in their closet.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
So you saying that these are creepy skeletons? Do you think that they don't just want to reveal what's going on right now? Because I'm interested, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see what they talking about.
The whole world wants to see. The whole world wants to know what's really going on. Is that the reason why Dame Dash didn't get so close to him? Is that why they really split from each other? Because Dame was talking about it before. He was talking about how he was zeroed in on Aaliyah and he was checking Aaliyah out. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. And it's just so crazy. Aaliyah passes away, and then we have Beyonce, we have Rihanna, we have a whole bunch of these other artists that's tied to Jay-Z. But some of these artists that's really big out here don't really have no direct line to them, but Jay-Z might be involved, allegedly.
I mean, they wouldn't say this.
Money talk, bro.
I mean, yeah, but why would they mention him again? And Pusha T, that's his guy.
Because there's some freaky shit associated with their names, bro. There's a tape or some photo out there. If these guys' names are mentioned, and hold on, bro. Let's talk. Let's be real. The Department of Justice are the feds. The feds don't come and play around unless they absolutely sure about what the hell they got.
At all.
And I wouldn't put it past, this is just my opinion. I wouldn't put it past Puff then leak some shit to the government. I wouldn't put it past him. How did he get off? How did he get them crazy charges knocked off? He gave up some footage. And it has, look, man, everybody, if you're paying attention, the royal family was involved.
Who's that?
Prince Harry.
Got you.
Prince Harry was at the parties.
That's wild.
You got Leonardo DiCaprio at the parties. You got big A-listers at the parties, man. That you got Ashton Kutcher and all these cats at the parties. See, they want to expose the black man first. Like that's the scapegoat that's been going on for so long in this country's existence, is that all the devilish shit happens by these European. Of course, Harvey Weinstein was the first person we talked about, Tom, but all these white people are cutting the checks and making these rich black famous people famous.
Yeah.
How? They all in the same room, and some of them black artists that did some strange things for change and power, and they got themselves in positions of power, and they did the same thing that was done to them.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
So
wait, Greg Self says, Puff said, "You don't know me, Jay. You don't want to speak up for me. Watch this." Exactly. I agree with that. I agree with that. Who's to say that Puff didn't leak a motherfucking photo or leak a footage, leak some video of him and Jay-Z in the bedroom naked, whether they was with women or no women, whether they was with adult women or underage women, whether they was with women or men. We don't know these things.
Yeah.
Because they have the power to hide things, Brody. You smell me?
Yeah, but it seems like they can't hide this.
You can't hide nothing with Epstein.
Yeah.
He was like, I ain't gonna even front, right? Epstein was the United States equivalent of Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
The only difference was he wasn't bombing nothing. He didn't take down no Twin Towers. Rest in peace to all the families and the people that went through that tragedy. But to compare these two, yeah. Epstein was the most sought after person since Osama bin Laden. Facts.
That's crazy. Yeah, man, this is getting real like dangerous in the game because like Jay-Z, I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to see another nigga go down like this.
Hey yo,
because it seems like they want this like Einstein. He's dead. Why they won't just let this die? They want to solve this. They want to solve this.
What makes it different from any other conspiracy that's been floating around since this country's existence? This is a conspiracy. This is like a RICO, if you want to be technical. This is something like that, Brody.
Something like
that. There's a lot of names, bro. They said 3 million pages. You know, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to go through. And the feds took their time. They probably had groups of people looking at this whole situation. They had isolated corners, and now the light is on. The light is on.
And you think they coming for Hov? They let him go with the kid. How about the little white girl that said Jay-Z raped her at the concert when she tried to get in with Puff Daddy? Yo, they coming for Hovito, my dude.
If they snatched up Bill Cosby, nobody's safe. They snatched up Bill Cosby, cousin. Bill Cosby pushing 80 years old, and they was going to throw him in the slammer for life. Age don't, like Aaliyah said, bless her heart, age ain't nothing but a number.
Okay, so what happens if they lock up Jay-Z? Where does that go for the culture? Where are we at with this? If they lock up Hovito, where is the game?
The game is still gonna be the same. This shit's been happening since Africa been bottom, man. Y'all heard Hassan Campbell? Y'all heard Hassan Campbell? Let's keep it 100. Shout out to Hassan Campbell because he was a victim, whether he was adult or not. He was manipulated as a child. I don't go deep into that, but there was pedophiles, adult pedophiles back then.
That's
there should be a whole list of them coming to the front now. Jay-Z go down, no freaky. He's just another black man that got caught for being a creep. Why? And they should be registered sex offenders after the fact.
And yo, that would be dangerous for Hov.
No, it wouldn't be dangerous.
Dangerous.
It would be righteous. You know why? Because I don't give nobody like that no props, man. You a creep. I have daughters, bro. I have daughters. I'm a real live father, bro. I go to the ends of the earth for my daughters, and I will see cats like that get around cats like me. I'll probably do something to them because
Tom said if you could get rid of the Kennedys, you could get rid of everybody. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, what does that say? Meager.
The government killed Kennedy with the mafia, allegedly.
And the Black Panthers, yeah.
Why you think, listen, you want to know something? They are going after all these rappers, in which they should, but they still don't apply that same pressure to all these gangs that's running around in the street, corrupting our children, killing our children, messing up the whole system too.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Like, so if y'all gonna play ball on this side, because the culture's responsible for what's going on in the street.
Facts.
I'm talking truth. I'm from the culture, and I had to go through what I had to go through. But at the end of the day, when are we gonna stop giving these type of cats praises? Because I was right along without knowing in the beginning, supporting pedophiles. I was supporting pedophiles.
I mean, let's think about it though. You know, I don't know if you've seen what I put up on the show yesterday, but I showed that they even got your man, they digging up dirt on Ernie Loish again. So even as a kid, those people exist. We was around them, these type of people, my dude.
Some of them type of people don't got that money like Jay-Z and these niggas. Some of these people are coaches. Some of these people are working in schools. Some of these people are working around your kids right now.
Right now.
Right now. I was watching something on TV, and it was this young guy said, no, he was a grown adult, and he said he had a daughter, and he said he have to fall back on certain activities he want to put his daughter in, like gymnastics, because you think about it. They training the kids psychologically to dress up in that type of shit. So where you got these creeps coming, acting like they parents, supporting situations, they eyeballing these children.
Fact.
I would never let my daughter be on no wave like that. Nah, you're not doing that. You could open up your own business just like your dad. You know, I got Stacked Chicken in the building. You know, my own company. I create my own merch. So at the end of the day, I teach my kids how to do that thing for real. We got the talking about it merch too. So you know what that's a fact. About. We got the beanies because it's cold out. We out here. This is what we do. But nobody's exempt from that type of behavior. If you want that type of behavior,
Mel Bay says she's seen that go on in the school system. She said it's crazy. Nothing is safe.
No, you have to, and that's the truth, Mel Bay. We got you. Don't worry about that. The merch is coming out. We're gonna get that merch outside. Don't worry about that. I got some merch for I got hats and everything, man. I'm in here working. I work from home. But it's definitely scary out here to where you send your kid off to school not knowing what they're exposed to, not knowing if these teachers mean well, not knowing the background of some of these teachers. Just because you have a security background when you're working in the workforce, right? People need to really look into who's around their children. And y'all parents out here in the music field, in the music world, stop allowing your young kids to sign to these record labels and y'all not present.
That's real.
Y'all have to be present. Y'all can't send y'all children off with these record execs. I don't care if you was a fan. I don't care if they offer you so much money and say we gonna do this and do that. Take responsibility and ownership for your child and don't sell your kid, because that's what you basically doing.
That's exactly what they're doing.
It's another form of P-tution. I don't want to say the whole word because they might flag. P-tution. P-tution. You know what I'm saying? P-tution, bro. At the end of the day, Y'all know what I mean. Y'all can't be out here pimping y'all kids, bro. Most of y'all are pimping y'all kids just to be in the fold. And y'all looking crazy.
Yeah,
But
that's facts.
Pusha T and Jay-Z, the pot's on. The fire's under the pot. The water's getting warm. So at the end of the day, what y'all gonna do is y'all got two choices. Y'all got either put the fire out or y'all gonna boil in that boiling water, because y'all in the wrong company.
That's a fact.
Y'all in the wrong company. They said Obama was on the. They said Obama and them was at the crib. Michelle and Barack. So Epstein got a lot, man. That man got a lot, B. They got him out the country. He escaped. He faked his death, allegedly. This is my opinion. He faked his death, and they got him out the country to one of them private islands that the government know about, but they're not going to expose to the people. Epstein's alive, man. They
You think
made that
so?
girl. They made that Maxwell girl had to take the fall for everything. That's why she in jail.
That's crazy. So you think homeboy is alive?
In my own belief, yep. I think he's alive, Brody. They ain't show nobody. They ain't show no autopsy. They just told the media. See, if the media controls the mind,
right?
Manipulation. And who owns the media? He's part of the person that owns the media.
Right.
He made the proper calls when the cameras wasn't on. He went into the chaplain's office where there's no cameras, or the warden's office. And he went in the chaplain's office because the warden shit is on camera. He went in the chaplain's office, made his necessary phone calls, and in the middle of the night, they got him out of that jail, bro.
That's crazy.
Don't you know that these rich people can have their DNA extracted from their body while they still alive and held and placed in a space where, just in case they need to plant it somewhere, hair follicles. That cloning shit is real, bro.
You said the cloners? Like, you mean like the Gucci Man shit when he came out?
I don't think Gucci Man is the same person.
Nah, son. That's Gucci, my nigga.
Nah, I'm talking about, look, far as physical appearance, yeah. Mental, they saying he came home with a great mind from jail and all that. No. Gucci getting himself caught up in street shit. You too old at this point in time. You got a lot of money. You ain't supposed to be out there in the motherfucking streets being on no dummy. You're supposed to be an executive. An executive does not go into the streets to do nothing.
Yeah.
If you want to sign somebody, you do not go into a nigga hood. I don't care how cool people think that shit is. That's the most dumbest shit to ever do, because you put yourself out there in unsafe waters. There's a lot of sharks in the street, man.
Yeah. Huh.
You know what's really gonna hit though?
What's gonna hit?
The world gonna find out that boy wasn't lying when he said he was Jay-Z's son.
Yo, that's gonna change the game too, because I mean, I still think he may not be, but one thing that I can't take from him, the nigga looks just like him.
Blood test solves all
Yo, he looked just like the boy, my dude. I
blood
can't lie
test,
to you.
blood test solves everything. You running from the blood test, and somewhere in your mind says, "Damn, this nigga might be right."
Yeah, cause
But I
Hope don't
can't.
know. Hope,
But I can't. Look, he's saying, but I can't give him this DNA test because if I do, I'll be declared a rapist. Excuse me, YouTube. Y'all might.
why the mother was young? The mother
She
was
was
young.
16.
Wow,
Allegedly, she was 16 out of Maryland. They said she was from Maryland.
that's crazy.
Young boy got on and told the story, and even his aunt came on and confirmed the story. But Jay-Z shut both of them down, shut them up. See, Jay-Z had a lot of power. He probably sent a couple threats quietly. You know, these cats got a lot of big time players, man, that be running in the street that'll do something to you and they won't get back to them.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Allegedly, Puff was one of them cats too. Puff had a squad in the street that really would hurt you, and at the end of the day, his security team was that squad, because I know a cat that used to work for him, used to be in the spots with him and serve as a security, but he got away from him because he's a real dude. And when you're a real dude, your antennas go up and you start seeing things
straight
in
up.
fresh situations. So now he bounces, but then he wants to start this program where he wants to stop the itchy finger, the itchy trigger finger. It's called Stiff. Shout out to my homeboy, my brother, OG Ali Guns of God. You know what I'm saying? Ali _ Guns of God on Instagram. He got a program called Stiff. It's called Stop the Itchy Finger, man. He's trying to get that out. And he went to Puff, but Puff was on some bird ass shit, and he had my peoples jumped and all that. He got a story he could talk about that better. But
wait, what? Puff had him jump?
Yeah, Puff had my homeboy jump, man. He said he went down there, and next thing you know, the security started surrounding him. And he said, next thing he know, he woke up in the hospital. But he got the whole in-depth story of that. That's why I'm trying to link you with him so he could tell his truth. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these big time record execs and rappers that got all this money, they can make things happen that people really don't know about.
Right.
Right. Tom, you right.
You said the nigga had the nigga jump. That nigga did a lot of nasty work in the streets, man.
Talk about it.
That's crazy. That's wild. Now your man, he ain't he ain't tell his story or nothing like that. He ain't try to, usually when something like that happens, niggas go for the bag, man.
Yeah, he been on his, following his Muslim religion, and he's been really deep into his Muslim religion, so he's learning peace within himself. But he still wants to tell that story. He's just waiting for the right platform, to come and holler at him. So I told him, yo, we could probably get him on the SHEABABYTV show. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I would love to talk to him. I would love to hear that story. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna set that up though. Don't worry about that. We're gonna set that up, man.
All right, so I wanted to play this record right here. This Rooga. This in Fivio.
Yo.
What is going on, man?
Yo, Fivio Foreign. You might be in some situations, bro. This man was talking real hot on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
boy, play that.
All right, here it goes. It's called Fed Up.
Already know how this shit go.
Shout out to Rooga, man.
Don't even look at me. Matter of fact, back the fuck up.
Who the fuck is Fivio Foreign? Don't make us pull up on the side and fuck up Fivio Foreign. Catch him bright and early, we gon' fuck up Fivio morning. He say he GDK, we done gave Fivio warnings, and we don't duck fights. He must not know the state I was born in. If you ain't heard about the G's, it's best you go get informed in. Kill his whole posse off, he gotta go make some more friends. He said Casanat should not be like Ye, but you was in Ye dressing room, dressing like Ye, and you smoke vapes. You make New York a disgrace. I catch you out of bounds, I might stick a fork in your face and throw up the race. Your own city say you not a street nigga. You just a drunk that smoke Black and Miles and drink cheap liquor. Your girl say she checked your porn history and seen niggas. Nigga tried to reach and missed. Boy, you gotta be quicker. You a zesty man, you got zesty tendencies. I don't know what the fuck they didn't put in your Hennessy. And I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this industry. But when I'm done with this beat, boy, you gon' remember me. We only know you cause of Pop Smoke, but long live Pop Smoke. The shit you lying on your mother folk, or get your Pop Smoke. You a pussy in your block, know that this is really not smoke. They only paying attention to you right now cause your whole career is based on some shit we influenced. The difference is, you just rapped about some shit we was doing. Boy, you know how many plans we didn't ruin? I'm speaking fluent. You got on an interview and lie, you wrong for that. And when I met you, you was musty, you too grown for that. You ain't make Mafia dime, cause your songs was whack. How you beefing with a screamer like Black Boy Max? That song you did with Vaughn must've got to your head. Heard they dropped you from the label. What you low on some bread? You must not know about my hood. We give out hospital beds. But let me stop talking gangster, cause I think he a fed. How the fuck you get that Demon Time chain took with a name like Demon Time? Tell me how that look. And every time I see you, nigga, you was looking shook. And when we was face to face, I should've hit you with a hook. You bitch nigga, I hope you catch the hiccups forever. I hope your ass die from cold weather and no sweater. I hope you go to the army and your peoples get that letter. I hope when that belt hits your back, it be leather. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life say some stupid shit like Rooga duck the motherfucking fight. Right. And don't you ever in your motherfucking life think that we was finna fight that would have been the day you died. My niggas blood and they hounds. I get that Q, they send it 50. Mention duck, niggas will pop out like magicians. Shit'll get tricky. You went to school in Indiana. You ain't even from the city. But y'all not my generation. I whoop y'all ass like I'm Pete. We was smoking shit across the street when you couldn't cross the street. And they ain't gotta put money on your head. They'll do it all for free. And until a nigga end up dead, you can't call it beef. Shed light. For all your friends be dead like Uzi, Vert. Niggas think they crash outs. Till they crashing in a hearse. All you niggas getting his work. Don't care who last or who first. We putting his ass in the dirt and in a bag and on a shirt. So either way, it's looking bad for niggas. G Herbo say he GDK, but let a nigga throw up GD and walk past him. And I ain't saying you gotta react to every action, nigga. But you starting to look like an action figure. And reckless, I'm still whooping your ass. I ain't forgot about you. You in the same boat as Fivio, because I'm hitting him in his mouth too. If I punch you, I catch you.
All right, so he went in on Fivio, man. What's that about, man? I mean, I know this. I do know they were never gonna like Boy though. He went and shot a video in O Block with the dudes that, you know, unalived his family member.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, right?
They beefing with O Block, King Vaughn and them. King Vaughn and them was dissing FBG Duck. Rest in peace to both of them. Rooga's FBG Duck's cousin.
Facts.
So y'all want to be in the street, right? This is what happens when you in the streets for real. Like, people really don't be having nothing to live for, man. People really be loving certain people that passed away, and just like he said, he showed them love and respect. I do this Pop Smoke. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Fivio just, I don't know what's going on with Fivio, but now he's in it with them Chicago boys, man. And everybody know that them Chicago boys don't fight.
Yeah,
They don't fight, and they don't have no problems traveling to put in no work neither. It's already been shown and proven that them Chicago boys will fly all over the United States to possibly unalive you.
So is New York mad at Fivio right now? Because if you're a New York nigga, how does it look for you in Chicago or Atlanta right now?
You know how that shit go, man. New York niggas always been hated on, but this is not what we need, bro. Being that we don't need that for none of the artists coming from New York, because people still get a lot of love in them same states and network and do a lot of business, and if they real enough, they'll understand. But what about the people that's in their crew saying, nah, we don't care? All New York cats, you know what I mean? They don't get the pass in these certain spots. Fivio just took it to a level where, I don't know, it might be where New York rappers might have to make some tracks letting them know that he might be on his own, or they rolling with it. I don't know if Fivio's trying to make New York choose a side, or if there's a pick a side thing that's happening. But at the end of the day, this is fucking up the rap game. This is fucking up the music game. This is fucking up the industry. And all it is making all these executives a lot of money, because they got big ass life insurance policies on these same rappers that's causing
No, they don't.
Yes,
no,
they do.
What?
Yes, they do, Brody. Yes,
yeah,
they
but
do.
but why, as a rapper, why would you sign that? That's just so obvious that
they don't know, because most of these rappers can't read, bro. Let's be real. Most of these rappers ain't reading through that thick ass contract. They gonna get a lawyer that's tied in with the label, but the rapper don't know it. And the lawyer's gonna finesse them to sign the contract, because the lawyer gets an extra $75,000 for you being a goofy. And when they don't read they shit, they just sign it. And they not reading page 14, paragraph 7 in the little black ink that says, once you sign this contract, an automatic $10 million, $20 million life insurance policy is already covered on you, and we become the beneficiary. That's why they encouraging this drill culture. That's why they encouraging this street music to unalive us as a people, because they're making the most money off of it. That's why they don't give it. That's why they don't care about giving you $1 million in advance. Why you think these record labels don't care about giving you $250,000 in advance, $500,000? And if you're an artist that got a hit record before you even cut a deal, they're gonna give you $5 million for a 3-album deal. So at the end of
so you guaranteeing that the artists that can read, when they read those contracts, it had what you said, a life insurance policy on them?
The rappers who can read, they don't care. They was broke. They was broke. And the industry's not gonna have big time artists shining at any level that can read in the beginning. Look at all the rappers who went through it. All the rappers that sit down and tell you they got robbed in the beginning until they learned how to read their own shit.
Yeah. That's crazy. Life insurance policy.
Come on, man. It's the game, bro. Every genre has that, man.
So you saying Fivio got a life insurance policy on him?
All of them. You sign to a label, any label you sign to that's a major distribution label. Oh yeah, factory. Better believe it.
That's crazy.
Better believe it. And if they don't believe it, just sit back and watch. That's all. Read.
So does Rooga really have smoke with Fivio in these streets? Or this is for the bars? He said if you see him out there, it's nasty.
Nah, you know how that go, man. That Chicago shit run deep, man. That Chicago shit stand for a lot of shit, man. It's like how New York used to be. Remember how New York used to be? If me and you boys, right? And I'm doing what I'm doing, right? You doing what you doing. I got an issue with this cat over here, right? But I know of you. I done came out to your neck of the woods. We done chopped it up. I done met your people, right? You not going to go do no business with nobody over there. See, the thing, loyalty, a lot of people forgot about that thing called loyalty, man. And that's what really messed up a lot of things, too. See, everybody's praising being backdoored, no freaky. You know what the terminology of backdoor means to a nigga like me that done been through some shit, no freaky? Yeah. Come on, man. Nobody's playing nobody's backdoor. Now I shouldn't even be speaking like that.
Yeah.
See, that's the mentality that messes the whole thing up, bro. We glorifying and praising the wrong shit, bro. Word, seriously.
I'm still stuck on the life insurance policies.
Shay.
No, because I'm just sitting there. I'm like
I ain't gonna hold
I had a few record deals. I had none of that shit. I had none of that shit. My father read all of them. We wouldn't have signed it. Because the reason being is when you sign a life insurance policy in the music business, you're pretty much telling me that when you need money, I'm out of here.
Jay, you didn't have a lawyer. You had your father who was in the game already and knew the game, and he done put pressure on a lot of them executives from back in the days that was starting.
Yeah, that shit wasn't even in the contracts.
Of course, you wouldn't see that didn't happen until later on, bro. The 90s.
The 90s, yeah, I got
you. Feel me? When the 90s hit, that's when all the shit started twisting up, getting like little.
So this happens a lot after the Tupac death.
Tupac it was a life insurance policy on Tupac's life.
You lying, my nigga.
Suge
I never knew that. Wow, Suge. That's dangerous, my boy.
What you think he gonna bail? Hold up. What you think he was gonna bail him out of jail? $1 million and change, right? And he didn't get that money back? Not through the records. Why you think? Come on, bro. See, now you're gonna make me bring up my own theory. Suge Knight's supposed to be coming home from jail, they said.
No, he's not. He can't be. There's no way. There's no way.
They said something like there was some technicalities in the case, and they put in a motion to have the whole judgment vacated, and they talking about Suge Knight might be coming home in 2026.
There's no way, bro.
Suge Knight's coming home because Suge Knight told who killed Tupac and Biggie.
Wow.
Suge is looking at life in prison. 28 years, 20-some years, that's life in prison for Suge.
Of course,
Suge,
60s.
after Suge went to jail, man, he just started talking.
That's crazy.
He said it in hints before, and I did a little segment on my little podcast, Smoke and Mirrors, where he said, if you look into the Tupac murder, you'll find out who killed Tupac killed Biggie.
So whoever killed Tupac killed Biggie also. That's
and
then
there
has to be some government shit because the same niggas was different.
Then you get this goofy nigga Keefe D talking about he was in the car that did it and he didn't do it. Now he's trapped off. He about to do life in prison for being stupid. Yeah. Suge said it. Suge said he looked the cat dead in his face and he knew who it was. It was some dudes that was on death row security that Reggie Wright allegedly hired. And if you look at my shit on my show, I break it down because some of the guards that was there, they was taken off of Tupac that night that was never taken off of Tupac. And they ended up dead later on in their homes. The main officer who was investigating the case before, he was found dead in the police station.
That's crazy.
The evidence in Snoop Dogg's murder trial was removed because the officer Gaines that was down with death row security was part of the Rampart Police Department. He removed the motherfucking evidence. That's how Snoop beat the murder case.
Yeah.
Tupac was leaving. Tupac fired Reggie Wright and all them niggas and got rid of him. Reggie didn't like that, allegedly. They saying David Mack killed Tupac. They broke it down. They went up in the man crib, raided. They said he killed Big. David Mack killed Big. So if David Mack killed Big, then him and Rafael Perez had something to do with Tupac murder. Because when they rushed David Mack crib after the Big murder, they saw a Tupac shrine in his garage or somewhere in his crib.
That's crazy.
He robbed the bank like a couple of days before that or after that because he was promised money and he didn't get it. And all the descriptions of this ex-cop, dirty cop, was released. And now they trying to tie it. And Suge was in jail talking. So Suge was telling them, bro. The feds know who killed Tupac. They was following them the whole time, bro. They was under federal surveillance the whole time, him and Big. So the feds know who killed Tupac, bro. They know who killed Big. It's police.
It's crazy.
It's police.
That's crazy. So Rooga, is this what? So Atlanta's out the way then. This is Chicago. Chicago's taking over from here with Fivio. Or Atlanta's still in the mix too.
Atlanta's going to be involved because Atlanta's heavily GD based. They got a lot of GDs in
so it's Atlanta and Chicago versus us. This is nasty.
No, Atlanta and Chicago versus Fivio Foreign.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know New York niggas is like, come on, we can't get in that because he started all this with the mouth, kind of. Shout out to Fivio. Unfortunately, even though he ran his mouth, of course I got to run with Fivio from New York. You know how I go. But the same thing is,
at the end
it's
of the
nasty
day,
for if you're a New York artist. It's like, this nigga just threw us in the fire. Can we perform in Chicago now?
Nah, Fivio said it in his record that he did it to promote his song, bro. So that's clout chasing, if you ask me, bro.
He said it in the song?
You heard his song?
Let's get to it. The Fivio diss record, right?
Yeah, no, Fivio Foreign got some shit out called
Damage.
Yeah.
Rat Trap.
Rat Trap.
Okay, let's hear this.
Shout out to Fivio Foreign.
Nah, shout him out. Shout out to Fivio.
Shout out to Fivio
No,
Foreign,
shout out
man.
to Fivio. I like
that's
the record.
But that's what we need as New York to be on. Make the music, get the money, get back to the roots of this shit. We set the trend and everything else follow. We ain't following shit. You ain't gotta be entertaining no street antics. You know what you do. You know how you moving. You know what pain you putting in. no freaky. Make your music, get your money, keep dropping them hits. Like you said, you went global off of Crip, off of Big Drip. The song went crazy. We need that Fivio. We don't need the Fivio to be out here looking for the drama. You know what I'm saying? You too talented for that, young brother, man. Continue to make the music and do your numbers and get your money. But at the end of the day, I respect him when he says he can't say F the streets. And I respect that because the streets made a lot of people famous. It's not get famous and then say F the streets, because that's what everybody became rappers off of. Rappers became rappers and famous off of street life and living and expressing their life through music. So at the end of the day, you can't say F the streets. You can change how the energy is in the street, but you can't really say F the streets, because if you say F the streets, then you erase everything that you worked hard on to become, as far as being a rapper or anything that has to do with street culture.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, my main thing is just, after FBG Duck happened to him, Dirk being in jail, you don't want to see Fivio, this nigga, do some crazy shit, because these niggas are starving for views, bro.
You know what that all boils down to? Man, these kids witness things at a young age they should have never saw, bro. Like, they was exposed to a lot of things, man. Like, some of them probably didn't have fathers growing up, was fortunate to have fathers in their life. Some of them have fathers that was probably unalive when they was babies or doing life sentences in the prison system. And if they are, man, hopefully there'll be a technicality where they can get back to their sons with the knowledge that they learned from being trapped in that cage on how to save their kid. A lot of these kids grew up fatherless, and mothers can't teach boys how to be men. You know what I'm saying?
No, they can't.
So at the end of the day, when you're exposed to a culture and a life where there's nothing positive, because we don't have nothing positive in the Black communities no more. They take everything out. And then they say it's the inner cities that's the reasons why everything is going downhill. Because what do you expect? You got little kids that hang outside and all they do is see the drug dealers on the corner with the guns, shootouts, neighborhoods, blah, 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 blah. Now they feel as if they gotta protect their hood, so to speak, and align themselves with that. That's not gonna help us. But these rappers have a lot of influence. Instead of they do stuff to change it, they continue to influence the bullshit, bro.
That's a fact. He said big facts. My pulse was in my life. I had to cut the grass. I had to shovel the snow. I had to wash his car. And that's how I learned how to hustle. That's a fact. Shout out to Tom. Yeah.
It was shout outs to your pops, Tom. It's called
100%.
structure, man. And shout outs to you too, because
Fox
you
in the
was
building.
Shout outs to you.
What
up, Doc? What up? No cap, Fox. What up? Shout outs to you too, Tom, because you took the time out to listen and use the tools, because whether you had a choice or you didn't, you chose to, and that's what created you to get into a lane where you had to take care of yourself and the family that you have, or you trying to start. But yeah, most of these rappers nowadays, you hear it, you see it. Even Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't have his pops growing up.
Yeah.
This is Nas. Nas had his father. So you see the difference, right? You see the difference in the mental, right? Even in their rap battle, you saw the difference in the mental, right? From the beginning. This is why I say Nas is the #1 rapper to me. He's the best rapper of all, because to be in the game 40 plus years, bro. 40 plus, bro. And to have the mentality that you have to land you a casino in your hometown,
different.
That means your brain level different, man. And this is where we need to be pointing our kids to be looking at. He went through what he went through. He wasn't. He didn't let it. He didn't let it glue him to the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. When you go fish, see things like fishing. Maybe we can all get together and start some type of program time. Me, you, Shay, baby, where we could do that. Remember the fresh air funds? Remember
Of
where they
course.
used to get on the
Of
buses and go
course.
up the
That's
Bear
the shit.
Mountains and all to them spots?
The Fresh and Fun, that's the shit Al Poe used to go to with the white people.
Come on, man. But at the end of the day, that's the type of thing we need to be doing for our own children. We need to be coming to get these young knuckleheads. Say, yo, y'all, the ones that say, yo, what up, Shay? Yo, what up? No game. Yo, what up, Fox? Yo, what up, Time? Y'all be like, yo, come on, man. Y'all ever went fishing? Nah, we ain't never did that. I bet. This Saturday, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, take the day off. Whatever you doing, take the day off. I speak to your parents if I have to, blah, 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 blah. And take them fishing. Rent out a little van, take them up there somewhere by the water and let them do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr. got out the car because he had a father that gave him structure in his life. See, when you're taught the righteous things and you living in the inner cities where it's all going down, you have the power of choice, bro. And
Facts.
if you have a positive role model that you can relate to, that maybe Trey's pops walked down that road before. Maybe you see he shot through the door. You feel me? When somebody broke through the crib, he shot through the door with the big 357 joint.
That's a fact. So Fox said the reason he said time fishing, he said, because you have to be quiet in there and in the boat to catch the fish, and you see how your pops is thinking. I like it.
Shit,
baby.
and it gives you inner peace. It teaches you patience. It teaches you how to be one with the whole area, and that trains you how to stay still, even in turmoil. How to stay still, because the people who panic and run frantic, they're not focused on what's going on
At all.
So if you stay still, even if shots is flying, you get low and you stay still. Then you figure out how to get away from the situation. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you might catch one to the dome. You might not make it to see tomorrow.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a fact. Yeah.
Real
Yo,
talk.
man. All right, so last thing before we get out of here. Real quick. Is the dirty section still the dirty section out there?
I don't like to call it the dirty section, bro.
Me neither, man. Even though it is the dirty section,
we just gonna
love it.
call it. Nah, we call
That's
it the
all I
least
watch, my
famous.
nigga.
We call it the real section. We call it the righteous section.
The righteous.
The righteous section. Because at the end of the day, we keep it righteous over here. We keep it honorable, and we keep this shit straight truth. Like, it ain't no cutting no corners over here in the righteous section, and you can't run from the righteous. You heard?
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Nah, I love
The
it.
truth is always gonna catch you.
Nah, that's a fact. Shout out to Fox in the building. Tom said the dirty section is still the dirty. He said it's still the dirty. You gotta love it.
We gonna keep it dirty. We gonna keep it dirty, but we gonna keep it clean too. You know how you gotta keep the 17s, you gotta keep them clean.
That's a fact. Well, we back on Monday, man. Monday night. Because that's our main night. Monday nights. But I like to sneak up sometimes, give the people to know, oh, they on? Boom. The dirty side. They see us and we on.
Shakur Stevenson, Lopez fighting right now. Y'all better go check the fight out right now. It's on Dazen. And if you ain't got the motherfucking link on the sports app, you better download whatever link you got to download.
Who's winning that?
I'm about to go check it out right now. I'm look, it's on right now. Hold on. I'm gonna let you check it out while I'm here. Look. They ain't even fighting yet. They ain't even fighting yet. That's coming up after
That's crazy.
This is Davis and Ortiz.
That's wild. I see that. All right, my boy. Let me go watch that live. I'm gonna put some money up.
Yo, shout outs to everybody that tuned in. Yo,
100%, man.
Appreciate y'all. Yo,
YouTube,
Shay, keep working, man.
Nah,
keep
man.
running
Yo,
it up.
listen, man. YouTube, man. You know, you guys are real funny with it because you know how it's obvious. I'm looking at the likes and I'm looking at how many people they say is in there. Just don't match up. So it's obvious they've been in there because I didn't even see 26 people in there. Period.
Salute to everybody. Hit that like button, man. Continue to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell that lets you know when Shay Baby goes live. Yo, also tune in to No Game at No Game Records. We got a podcast called Smoke and Mirrors. When you tired of being gassed, we got the Talking About It merch coming out. Shay Baby about to take off 2026. We about to run up a bag and we not playing. Shout outs to No Cap Fox, out the foxhole. Live media stream is coming soon. He's able to go live, so tune in to my brother at No Cap Fox.
Shout out to Fox.
Shit, he got that real shit. It's righteous, and it's in the 30
When he go on? When he go on? You gotta send me the link.
We're about to get this active because I'm tapping in with Fox, no freaky. Fox, when we get off this, hit my line or hit me in the DM, no freaky, and we gonna figure out the schedule where we gonna go, and all three of us will show up on the show and make it happen.
That's a fact. Fox, I'll see you on Tuesday. And I'll see y'all
Appreciate you, Mel Bay.
I see y'all Monday, 10:30 a.m. We back on. Love y'all. Love is love.
Always. Love us.
Shout out.